I mean, it could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So you know what I'm saying, I'm with it. So I'll be going. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. He's chasing greatness, so why not?
Because I just knew, like, as far as in that weight class, Terence Crawford is like the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel as though with Canelo's style and like the style of boxing that he got, I think and this is before Bivol did it. I thought like Terence Crawford was the only guy who I felt as though could have beat.
Errol Spence Jr. has shared his surprising thoughts on the upcoming Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez showdown, while Chris Algieri questioned whether it's the best matchup available. Although fans are excited, Algieri argues that better fights exist, especially involving Naoya and Owayan, that casual fans often prioritize star power over skill or appropriate weight classes. On paper, Crawford is 38, Canelo is 35. Both looked underwhelming in their last outings, and there's still a significant three-weight class gap between them, with Crawford also being inactive for over a year.
And I can't wait for this fight. This is the best matchup that could be made. And I'm like, no, it's not. Certainly not. Definitely not. Definitely not the best fight that can be made right now. I can think of a dozen fights that I would rather see, and a lot of them include Inoue against a bunch of different guys that I would rather see over this fight. But casual fans don't care that much about 122-pound guys who fight across the world in Japan. They care about big names and characters. But at the end of the day, when you look at this on paper, Crawford's 38, Canelo's 35. Neither looked very impressive in their last fight. They're still three weight classes apart. That has not changed, and Crawford hasn't fought in a year plus. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of poo-pooing.
Sean Porter added that the fight could be especially intriguing in the early rounds, as it suits the rhythm of both fighters. He noted that this is the kind of matchup Canelo thrives in, where he remains patient, even if he's only landing glancing shots or missing early, trusting that he'll eventually catch up. Porter also pointed out that Crawford won't stay too far out of range, making it easier for Canelo to find openings, which adds to the overall intrigue of the bout.
This fight in a lot of ways early on could be a very interesting fight, because it's one that works in the rhythm of both guys, because this is what Canelo does and what he likes to do. And I'm okay if I'm only getting elbows, and I'm okay if I'm swinging and I'm missing, because I'm going to catch up to you eventually, But it's not going to move so far out of the way that he can't do it, I also I want to say more, because I think I know a little bit more about, Yeah. And said he looked like shit.
Yeah, but I seen Terence Crawford, man, was in camp. Looks like shit. So,
we were talking about what we're going to talk about today, and I just kind of was like, what the hell is going on with Tank? And I know that, he's been announcing retirements and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to hear what y'all have heard or seen, because I haven't really seen or heard much.
I don't know. I get Tank fans hit me up. What Tank doing? I'm like, I don't know. You understand, if he retires, boxing's done. Tank is not bigger than the sport of boxing. All respect to Tank. You came here, you set the tone, you brought new energy to the sport, but the sport will outlive you, believe it or not. Outlive all of us.
The interesting thing is, because he was really firing it up, lighting it up, but inconsistent.
Errol Spence Jr. expressed his support for Terence Crawford, saying that if Crawford wants to challenge himself and pursue greatness, he fully backs the decision. Spence believes there's no reason Crawford shouldn't take the risk, especially if he's driven by legacy while he's uncertain about the outcome. Spence said he'll be rooting for Crawford and added that if anyone can make it happen, it's him. He also highlighted that Canelo once moved up to 175 to face bigger opponents. So if Canelo could take that leap, there's no reason Crawford can't do the same.
It could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So you know what I'm saying, I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, and he started at 147. So I mean, if he's doing it, why can't why can't Crawford?
Errol Spence Jr. expressed his support for Terence Crawford, saying that if Crawford wants to challenge himself and pursue greatness, he fully backs the decision. Spence believes there's no reason Crawford shouldn't take the risk, especially if he's driven by legacy while he's uncertain about the outcome. Spence said he'll be rooting for Crawford and added that if anyone can make it happen, it's him. He also highlighted that Canelo once moved up to 175 to face bigger opponents. So if Canelo could take that leap, there's no reason Crawford can't do the same.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been putting it out since, I want to say, when he fought Sean Porter. Like back then, if you go watch, there's an interview out there. I had said I think that Terence Crawford would beat Canelo Alvarez right after he fought Sean Porter. So the idea, I've been thinking about it. I've been saying it before Bud even.
Shocker, Stevenson revealed that he had been considering the idea of Terence Crawford moving up to 168 to face Canelo Alvarez ever since Crawford's fight with Sean Porter. He recalled an old interview where he stated his belief that Crawford could beat Canelo, noting that he was talking about the possibility even before Crawford himself began mentioning it.
I just knew, like, as far as in that weight class, Terence Crawford is like the greatest. So I just feel as though with Canelo's style and like the style of boxing that he got, I think and this is before Bivol did it, but I thought like Terence Crawford was the only guy who I felt as though could have beat Canelo.
In a surprising revelation, shocker, Stevenson said he's always believed that Crawford versus Canelo was the right fight, as he sees Terence Crawford as the greatest in his weight class. He felt Crawford's boxing style was a perfect matchup against Canelo's even before Dimitri Bivol defeated Canelo. Stevenson believed Crawford was the one fighter with the style and skill set capable of beating him.
I mean, I say Crawford, but he's a crazy fight. It's too much fun for Crawford. I mean, I know him do it for the money, but it's too much. It's too much pound for Crawford, and Canelo is not easy. Canelo is stronger. It's difficult. It's difficult for Crawford to win the fight or to stay there in the third round. So, I say 60-40.
Max Kellerman spoke about the magnitude of the Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight, calling it one of the most memorable boxing events he's ever witnessed. Having covered historic matchups like Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather and Anthony Joshua versus Wladimir Klitschko, Kellerman said this upcoming bout might even top them all. He emphasized that the timing and scale of the event could make it the most significant fight he's ever seen.
Where would you rank this fight out of your top 3 to 5 of all the boxing fights you've called, you've experienced, you've watched?
In terms of the magnitude of the
magnitude,
fight?
yeah.
I mean, of the fights that I've called ringside, it might turn out to be number 1. I've done Pacquiao fights, I've done Mayweather fights, I've done Anthony Joshua.
Kellerman highlighted that with Netflix backing the event, it has the potential to become the most watched title fight in nearly 50 years. He referenced Muhammad Ali's 1978 rematch with Leon Spinks, which reached 90 million homes a record. That still stands, while blockbuster pay-per-view fights like Mayweather vs. Pacquiao brought in huge numbers. Kellerman noted that streaming platforms like Netflix have the power to reach an even broader global audience.
Because of Netflix, this will be the most watched championship fight, in almost 50 years. This is going to be because Muhammad Ali fought Leon Spinks in the rematch in '78, and they did 90 million TV sets. 90 million. And since then, what has even come close? The biggest fights have all been on pay-per-view, and they do 2 million buys. Oh my God, 3-4 million buys Mayweather Pacquiao. As I keep saying, if 5 people per TV set watch, that's 20 million people. This is going to do multiples of that. So, so when you look at it from like a commercial point of view, it'll easily be the biggest boxing.
Bozy Ennis said he's picking Terence Crawford to win, even if others disagree. He compared Crawford to his son, Jaron Boots Ennis, noting that both fighters have the ability to move up in weight and still dominate. Bozy recalled watching Boots spar and stop bigger opponents in the gym, and he believes Crawford can do the same at 168 pounds. In fact, he thinks the higher weight might actually suit Crawford well. He also praised Crawford's ring IQ, saying he never wastes punches and always knows exactly what to do in the ring.
People ain't gonna believe me, but leaning towards Terence.
Oh, okay.
Remember this though. Terence and Boots is almost like similar when it comes
Yes.
to that weight thing, right?
Yes.
Boots gets up big. But I seen Boots at a certain weight where he can handle them big guys and stopping them. He knocking them out, in sparring in the gym when he's up in weight. So I think that's a beautiful weight for Terence, but that's one of the 168 though, right?
Yeah, 168.
Yeah, but I think he can handle it, man.
He can do it.
And then one thing about Terence, though, people don't understand, he can box and he's smart.
Yes.
He don't waste no punches, man. He
don't waste that
punches, and he really smart, man.
Max Kellerman spoke about the magnitude of the Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight, calling it one of the most memorable boxing events he's ever witnessed. Having covered historic matchups like Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather and Anthony Joshua versus Wladimir Klitschko, Kellerman said this upcoming bout might even top them all. He emphasized that the timing and scale of the event could make it the most significant fight he's ever seen.